would intermittently be breaking your sequence like this because we have to do some introductions. When the governor Ogbeni comes, we may not have that time. And so Ayo and I will begin to acknowledge the presence in our midst of some distinguished Nigerians who have come so that this occasion will be properly and effectively celebrated. I will begin by acknowledging the presence in our midst of the representative of the Chief of Naval Staff. The representative of the Chief of Naval Staff all the way from Abuja. He is being effectively represented here by a lady who is a Navy Captain Ivy Ansan, Commandant, Nigerian Navy School of Health Sciences, OFA, in Kwara State. Can we put our hands together for the representative? Thank you very much. Please put your hands together for her. Very, very especially because what men can do, women also are doing it. This is a lady, a very great lady by every stretch of imagination. Please put your hands together for her again. Take notice of that so that we can. Yeah. I like also to acknowledge the presence in our midst of a distinguished son of the soil, the first ever Chief of Defense Staff Nigeria produced. Today, he is the Balogun of Ife land. He was a general 30 years ago, and that should tell you something. Can we put our hands together for a fighter of democracy, a great Nigerian, Balogun of Ife land, retired but not tired General Alani Akinriade. Can we put our hands together for him, please? Wherever he is, Papa should kindly stand up for recognition. I have seen him. I saw him here a short while ago. Okay. He's still looking very youthful. Thank you very much, sir, for all your efforts to make Nigeria a great nation. I would, from here, acknowledge the presence in our midst of a professor who is here with his wife, who is also a professor and professor. But he has gone one step higher than a professor. Today he is a distinguished senator, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Well, somebody has just told me what I know. He says I should remind myself that he's also a governorship aspirant. We will come to that. Can we put our hands together for the Ashiwaju of Akoko land, a professor, a senator, distinguished senator of the Federal Republic and his wife, Senator Ajayi Boroface and his wife, Professor Emeritus. Well, Professor Ajayi Boroface, when he was a DG, NASDA, was the man who gave Nigeria her first ever satellite. Can we put our hands together for that? He is also a member of an officer of the Order of the Niger, OON. Can we put our hands together for him? Akoko, Ashiwaju Akoko, and gubernatorial aspirant. When you get there, please remember us. Thank you very much, sir. Okay. I like also to acknowledge another distinguished lady who today has broken every record In the 20 years of the state creation of Osun, we have never had a female CP. Today, she stands tall and effectively tall as the Commissioner of Police, Osun State. Can we put our hands together for CP Kalafite Adeyemi? Can you give her a round of applause, please? Please put your hands together for this lady again.
Women should clap.
I expect the women to clap more and resoundingly more. Announcing the arrival of the Chief of Staff to the Governor, the State of Osun, Alhaji Boyega Oyetola. Thank you very much, Chief of Staff. The Commander ECR Ede, on whose land we stand, Colonel J.M. Ejiofor, is very much in the house. He is the commander. Can we put our hands together for Colonel J.M. Ejiofor? Thank you very much. Because this is Ede land and this is where their land is, his 2IC is also very much here with us. It means almost the entire of the ECR is here. The commander is here, his 2IC is here. Lieutenant Colonel A.O. Oladimeji, you are most welcome, sir. I'd like to announce the arrival of the #1 public servant in the state of Osun. He has dressed very, very much like an OYES cadet. Elder Shegun Akinwusi, you are most welcome, sir. The State Director, SS, is representing the DG. Can we put our hands together for him? That is what I will just say. You know, we must not identify them. We may see them. The justices are here. I think I have seen Justice Ojo. She is representing the CJ. And I have seen Justice Jide Falolatu, a judge of the State High Court of Justice. You are most welcome, ma. Yeah. Ayo, one or two other introductions, representatives of His Imperial Majesty.
Well, representing His Imperial Majesty, that's the Onirisha himself, Oba Okunade Shijuade, the Olubushe II, Oni of Ife, I Chief Abioye Olatubosun JP, the Wakeson of Ile-Ife. Please put your hands together for him. And of course, well, we have to say Kabiyesi when I introduce I Chief Sheson Makinde Lodoko Adimula of Ife. Kabiyesi o. Well, maybe at this juncture I will hand over to the members of the Osun State Council for Arts and Culture.
Just before you do that, the ACN chairman, the state of Osun, Elder Adelowo Adebiyi, is very much around. Thank you for coming. I have seen one or two members of the State House of Assembly. They are in their tents. Okay, we thank you for coming. Thank you very much for coming, members of the State House of Assembly. Now,
and I've also seen Professor Shinyon Bola Oyeweso, a distinguished citizen of Osun State. Please put your hands together for Professor OYES Osun.
Don't limit it to Osun State. This is where he started learning how to eat eko and ila. Where is he is the son of this soil. Professor, a great historian, I say this was where you started learning to eat eko and ila. Am I right, sir? Ben you. Thank you very much, sir.